Hey, every pony, this here is CM Pony. So, mm, I have nothing else to do today, but I do want to share this story that happened to me back at MCW's Four Horsemen anniversary show that happened, I think like it was last week or 2 weeks ago. And if you do see this picture, that's actually me with the Four Horsemen, Ric Flair, JJ Dillon, Barry Windham, Tully Blanchard, and Arn Anderson. Sadly, Ole Anderson was not in this photo because you have heard the stories that Ole Anderson and Ric Flair have some bad ties together. So, but still, it's okay if Ole's not in the photo. If he was still, with good ties with Rick, it would have been awesome to have the original Four Horsemen together. But I think this is good enough. So I want to share this story that happened to me at MCW. This is going to be my first ever convention story time, which is based off of all the other people who have done convention story times, like ACR or Cody and a few other people that have done this. Okay. So the title is, of course, some dude at MCW really didn't like me for being into My Little Pony, and I'll explain the way how it went. So this happened on Saturday evening towards the night. I drove all the way from Virginia to Maryland while going through the city of Baltimore, which is home to BronyCon, of course. And it was pretty awesome to see Baltimore again. But, like I said, it was the home to BronyCon, which I'll be going to later this year. I drove through this really bad snowstorm. Well, I won't say a snowstorm, but it was snowing really bad when I got to Maryland. Unlike in Virginia, it was just a bit of rain and a little bit of light snow, but not as bad as the snow here in Maryland. And I kept driving all the way to the town of Joba. I believe it was called Joba or Joba Town. And went to the MCW Reno. And as expected, the whole place was jam-packed with a lot of wrestling fans just waiting in line to get pictures and autographs with the Horsemen. And I had to wait outside the long line. It was like right near the entrance towards the flea market. And as I waited and waited to get to the line, I finally get to the check-in counter. And I told the lady I'm here to pick up my ticket for the Four Horsemen. Lady in the counter says, "Okay, here's your ticket, and you need to spend $20 for general admission." And I'm like, no, I'm here for the autographs and the pictures. And she says, "Well, you still need to buy the general admission." And if you buy the general admission, that means you're not only just coming here to the show for the autographs and pictures. You got to buy a $20 admission so you can gain access inside the arena and also see the MCW show. But I'm not here to see the MCW show. I'm just here to see the Four Horsemen, and that's it, nothing else. But besides the Four Horsemen, there was also Rosa Mendes, who was also there. If you remember Rosa Mendes, she was the manager for Primo and Epico. And there was also Nikolai Volkov, who was a really big shocker to me because I didn't expect Nikolai Volkov to be there. I met him last time at Tribute to the Legends Con, which was, I think, last year. Yeah, it was last year I went there. And I got his autograph on my My Little Pony comic. So I'm there standing in line, which the line was backed all the way inside the Jopa flea market. And it was just one hell of a long line. I mean, I had to stay in line for about at least 3 hours. But it's a good thing I brought my Nintendo 3DS with me so I could play some video games as I waited in line. So the line kept going like relatively slow. There were people that want the autographs, people that want the pictures. And the security guard says, if you want to take a picture of the Horseman, you have to get at the back of the end of the line, or you got to wait until you go up to the front of the line, because there's another line for people that just want the pictures. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, can I just take a picture and get an autograph at the same time? And they're like, no, you gotta go to the back of the end of the line. And I'm like, fuck, alright, fine, I'll go to the back of the end of the line. I didn't say that to him, I just said it to myself. I'm like, fuck, alright, that's another 3 hours away in the line. So 3 hours later, I am near the booth to get a picture, not a picture, but an autograph from the Horsemen with My Little Pony comic. And as I presented the comic to Ric Flair and the rest of the Horsemen, if you're wondering what their reactions were, pretty much they didn't say anything bad. They were just kind of like, okay, My Little Pony, here you go. Yeah, it's unlike how the other WWE, WCW, ECW wrestlers who I met at conventions, how they reacted to the comic book that I asked them to sign. That's another story if you want to hear what other reactions I have from other wrestlers who signed the My Little Pony comic. If I'll do that in another video if you want to know. So I get the autographs from the Horsemen, and I'm told you need to go back to the end of the line to get your picture taken. So once again, go to the back of the end of the line, wait another 3 hours, and I'm back at the spot where I'm supposed to get my picture taken with the Four Horsemen. So as soon as I get to the spot, I took out my cell phone so I can take a quick little picture with the Horsemen to see, what was going on. But then two of the security guards yelled out, "No phones! No phones!" And I'm like, oh shit, sorry, I'm so sorry about that. And then the security guard comes up to me, he grabs my arm, he says, "Hey man, no phones." And I'm like, okay, I'll put my phone away. So a few minutes later, I'm near the spot where I'm supposed to wait my turn to get my picture taken. The same exact security guard who is, well, I'll just name him, let's name him Austin, because I don't want to say his first name. His real actual name, that is. Austin comes up and he says, "You can't take a picture with that." And I said, "With what?" And he points at my Lotus Blossom plushie. And I'm like, why? And he says, "You can't take a picture with that. You can't take a picture with your jacket or your bag or that thing." And I said, well, the bag and the jacket, yes, I won't take a picture with it, but the plush, I'm taking a picture with it because I need it for my YouTube channel. And again, he doesn't comply with it. He just grabs my bag and my jacket and he just goes like, oh, like he's disgusted. And he also takes my ticket away from me. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, it's no big deal. I mean, I see people with toy belts and replica belts and a little girl dressed up as Ric Flair with her robe and her toy belt getting her picture taken with the Four Horsemen. And this guy, Austin, the security guard, he allows them to take a picture with the Horsemen. But somehow I can't take a picture with a Horseman with a pony plushie? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Because last year, I took a picture with the Hart Foundation, Bret Hart, Dangerous Danny Davis, and Jimmy Hart with the pony plushie. And no one even said a damn thing about it. Not even one security guard from MCW said a damn thing about it because it's just a little toy. It's not a big deal. It's not going to cause any harm. It's just a little toy. So I get up to the line and I'm about to take a picture taken. But then another security guard says, "Where's your ticket?" And I said, "Oh, I gave it to him." And I point to Austin. And then the guard says, "Hey, Austin, where's his ticket?" And Austin looks at me and he goes, "Oh." And I said to Austin, "Do you have my ticket?" And Austin points me to another guard up ahead and says, "He has your stuff. Go get it right now." So I'm like, dude, what the fuck's your problem? So I go to grab my bag, and I tell the other guard, "Hey, I'm here to get my ticket. It's inside that bag of yours. Inside my bag." And the guard says, "Oh, okay, here you go." So I look inside my bag and I grab my ticket. I go back to the line, and then Austin says, "Take a picture right now." I'm like, God, man, jeez. So I go take my picture taken with the Horsemen, and Ric Flair asked me if I was okay. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay, man. I'm okay. I'm just a little nervous. And I walked out of the booth and grabbed my stuff and walked out. And I just got in my car and just drove back to Virginia. And I'm like a little bit upset for what the security guard Austin said about my plushie and about having a problem with me being a brony. And I'm like, dude, I mean, it's just a little plush toy, so it's not going to cause any harm. So I'm not sure if any of you guys had a similar incident like this, like you want to take a picture of a celebrity and you want to have your picture taken with a pony plushie or something that relates to that said celebrity or whatever you want to take a picture with. You know what I mean? As long as it's not doesn't cause any harm or controversy, and that someone in security has a serious problem with it. But I will be back in MCW another time for another event, and I will carry the plushie again or some other different plushie and take a picture with it because I have the right to carry it. So yeah, and as for that security guard Austin, dude, show some respect to someone's personal interests. All right, just because you don't like My Little Pony or the fact you don't understand the Brony fandom doesn't give you the right to at least get a bit of an attitude. All right. I mean, he's lucky that I didn't have to file a complaint against him. But if this happens again, I will file for complaints. Okay? So that there is my story that happened in MCW. It's just some dude that didn't like me for being a brony and for me carrying a pony plushie. What do you guys think? Has this ever happened to you before? And that's all I gotta say today. This here is Sam Pony signed off. You guys have a nice day and stay straight edge.